And we live, we live. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Gaming News Weekly Live. It's been a monumental week. So many game announcements. Most of them are mid-tier garbage, bro. It's kind of sad out here. But there's been some good things going on this week. I got the Fiji water. It's making back an appearance, so you know I'm ready to talk. So I mean, the game. We just gonna start off with some of these game announcements, bro. Square Enix, they've been announcing trash. Elysium looked trash. Fucking the other one looked trash. Gollum got their announcement. That shit was. I didn't even put up the video, bro. I was looking at it. I'm like, that shit looked bad, bro. It looks so bad. Why the fuck they use that as the Gollum fucking render? Why the hell did they go like that? It's so bad, bro. But I mean, that's what they chose. That shit was mid. That's all I gotta say. Fucking Skull and Bones. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get into Skull and Bones later in the stream. What else? RoboCop. What the fuck was they thinking with their RoboCop showcase, bro? I don't. Oh my gosh, it's kind of tragic out here. There was so many just random ass game announcements too. I'm like, what the fuck are these, bro? And I mean, all of them were they were just kind of yikes. Every time I seen another big game announced, I'm like, this should look yikes. That should look yikes. And that's just kind of how this whole week was going with this gaming fucking news. But we're gonna start off with some casual gaming news. E3, they got some new sponsors. They're trying to bring back the whole showcase. So the whole E3 presentation, they're trying to get that back in order. They're trying to get the fans back in there. They still gonna have some digital parts to it, but they're trying to bring the old E3 spirit back. I don't know if the gaming companies are going to come back to E3, especially when they've been doing their own thing for these past couple years. E3 has been a no show, and game companies like Xbox and fucking Jeff Keighley with his summer game showcase. They've been trying to keep the dream alive. But E3 is trying to bring that shit back. They're trying to get their old studio back, bring the whole convention back. And I think it's probably gonna be a promising thing. Hopefully, game companies join in, Capcom them. They all had their own little small showcase. Hopefully, they all join in, bring E3 back in spirit. Microsoft might join back in, bro. I don't know if Sony's gonna fucking join back in because that's one company that's been skipping E3. I mean, I guess they did pull out of E3, but they still did a showcase around the same time. Now they just fucking wait until the fall to do a showcase. So we don't know if Sony's gonna be back, if Sony's gonna join in on the E3 return, or if they just gonna be no shows again. Who the fuck knows, bro? We don't know. But we know E3 is coming back. I think like what they got a couple new sponsors. I forget the names of them. One of them is one of those sites that write trash ass gaming media. That's one of them I remember. In what was it, like gamingindustry.biz or some shit? They write hella clickbait titles. They're definitely a big ass clickbait organization, but they're one of the sponsors. I guess they making plenty of money to sponsor E3. That's cool, bro. Bring E3 back, bring the showcase back. I want to go to E3 one day in person. If it even survives that long, bro. If E3 comes back next year and is garbage, that shit's probably gonna be dead. They're probably just gonna drop the whole electronic industry expo and just go back to doing what the fuck they've been doing for all the COVID years. But if not, if it does work out and it goes back to being one of the biggest game showcases of the year, one of the biggest fanfares of the year, I would like to go. I don't know when. I don't know. It depends. I'd be having the time. I just never wanted to ever fly out to California to do a fucking convention. But E3 is one of those things I definitely want to do one year. So one of these years, I'm gonna probably have to go to E3 and do a thing there. But I've never been a vlogging ass nigga. I've never been one of those people that walk around with a camera and like do their whole like life thing. So who knows how the fuck I would cover that if I did it. Hopefully I just collab with some other YouTubers by that time and they can do it and I could just be there. But another gaming showcase news, there's been quite a bit of showcases announced. Gamescom is coming in August, at the end of August, I believe, like the 20 something, if I remember correctly. I think it's like the 26th, 27th. those dates are coming into my brain. Xbox is gonna be there. There's gonna be quite other game announcements going there. I don't know if Xbox is gonna show anything new. They might. Starfield might be there some more. Uh, who else? I don't know. There might be some more shit there. Ubisoft is having a showcase in September, which I mean, what the fuck else are they gonna show? Like, they just showed us Skull and Bones. I need to get into Skull and Bones, bro, but that's gonna be later in the stream. Uh, what else does Ubisoft have on the horizon? I mean, they could announce another Assassin's Creed game. They could do another Tom Clancy game, but who knows what the fuck Ubisoft have in store? Nothing that I remember, nothing big that I can remember. So I mean, why would they have a whole showcase for themselves? I don't know. I don't know, but they're having one. And there's still rumors that Sony's having one in September again. And I mean, it pans out. They did that last year. So I mean, it might just work out that way. Who knows? Sony hasn't done anything. They did announce God of War though. All the fanboys harassing fucking Sony Santa Monica for fucking a week when they heard these weak ass insiders giving them fake news, and they run with that shit all the goddamn time. Sony Santa Monica finally showed God of War. The trailer was kind of heat. They had Fenrir extra big woof F in there. They had, Kratos and the boy, I keep forgetting the boy's name. And it was a cool show. It was exactly fucking God of War. It was exactly just God of War with more God of War. I mean, people waiting on that. Fanboys are going fucking crazy over that shit though. They was on Twitter going wild, talking down on every other game that ever got announced before God of War had they fucking trailer and they release date. It was kind of crazy. It was sad to see that Sony fanboys go to any lengths, bro, just to hype up one fucking game that they already knew was fucking coming. I know that bitch got delayed like 2 years, but still, nigga, everybody knew this shit was coming, bro. But they couldn't fucking wait. They couldn't wait for and let the studio do their fucking job, bro. There's Sony fans online that are hyped. There's some people like that bitch might be unfinished when it launched because everybody been rushing it so hard. And it's coming out in November 9th or the 8th, one of those days. And everybody was like, "Damn, they should have took November 11th from Bethesda." I mean, they could have definitely, they still could. There's no reason why they can't. It's just like, why? Why would they even? Why would they even do that? I mean, they could. Bethesda left the date now, so they really don't fucking need it no more. That would have been a good day for Starfield. That would have been a great thing for Bethesda to have, but like, they had to drop it. They had to delay Starfield as, and they were showing like legit like Starfield's trailer from when they showed it in July to fucking God of War in one day. God of War had like twice the fucking likes or some shit like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking God of War. They got like 9 games. The fuck you think people would love God of War? Nigga? People love Kratos. Even though people might not love God of War 2018. I don't fuck with God of War 2018. But Kratos is still a top tier fucking character that was built by Sony, bro. So I mean, that's still not going nowhere. I even like the fucking God of War trailer, nigga, and I'm not even gonna play the fucking game. It still was a good ass fucking trailer. The game looked good. It still had the same fucking combat. It probably has the same story arc. It probably has the same world building that it had before. So I know I'm probably not gonna like the game. I didn't like the fucking beginning of the first one. So I'm probably not gonna like God of War Ragnarok. But I still like the fucking game trailer, bro. I still like the post. The fuck? Ain't nobody gonna talk down on the game because they don't like it. They know they're not gonna like it. It was still a good fucking game. But in other news, Forspoken, y'all remember it, coming from Square Enix. I just realized Square Enix had a whole show for Final Fantasy. They didn't say a damn thing about Forspoken, and then like news came out, Forspoken is getting delayed again into 2023. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Forspoken. That shit might be getting scrapped and redone because Forspoken already looked empty and boring as hell when they showed it. And the gameplay that surfaced online just made it worse. And then the $70 price tag that they tried to shove at people for Forspoken, like, no. it already wasn't gonna hit at launch, and now all the hype is dead. People not even talking about the game no more, and they had to delay that bitch again, and still nobody's talking about that. Forspoken as getting fucking delayed again, bro, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's mentioned it. Not a Sony fan in sight was like, "Damn, bro, Forspoken's gone. It's not on the release window no more." I mean, mostly because The Last of Us is coming out the time Forspoken should have been. And I mean, they rather have The Last of Us again for the third fucking time than have a brand new fucking game. That says a lot about gaming fans over there on the Sony platform. But I mean, Forspoken did look mid tier, so I kind of understand. They rather have a game they played fucking 3 times. They gonna buy it again for $70 instead of a whole new Forspoken that was probably gonna be trash for $70. I mean, it makes some kind of sense. Square Enix has been fucking up everything for Final Fantasy. We've been seeing it with every game trailer they drop that is not a Final Fantasy trailer, and it's probably going to continue like that from Square. They don't do anything but Final Fantasy. They need to just stop. Just like Ubisoft need to stop and just start making only Assassin's Creed games. I mean, no, because I fuck with the Rainbow Six games. I fuck with the Rainbow Six games. They need to stop making live service games though. I think that's what it is. Ubisoft need to quit the live service thing because they are fumbling every fucking bag. The Ghost Recon trash. The fucking Division trash. Uh, there's so many other. What other live service games do they have? Ubisoft they just throw everything live service, bro. It's kind of live service for fucking Assassin's Creed now, which is, I mean, I don't play it no more. There's still a lot of fans of Assassin's Creed. They still like the whole open world Assassin's Creed mode. I mean, like model of the game. I don't like it, bro. I like the little streamline one, the Ezio Auditore ones. Those are the ones that I like, bro. Once they start getting hella open, I played Origins because it came to Game Pass at 60 frames. The characters are cool, but I mean, I don't like the game. I don't like the combat system that they chose. Then, the one with, damn, what the fuck is the name of it, bro? Odyssey. That's the next one. Odyssey. I mean, throwing the spear and teleporting and shit, that shit's fun. I enjoyed that. But other than that, like, I didn't like the fucking game. The world map is too goddamn big, especially for me as a person that just plays games sometimes. I don't got time for that shit, bro. I don't have time to be trying to make it 350,000 miles across the map to do my fucking mission for a quest. And then you have to backtrack all the way your ass back. Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit, bro. And then Valhalla came. I like the setting. The world was nice. Some of the combat was actually kind of fun. But then I got bored and I was like, yeah, bro, this settlement building shit gotta go. So yeah, I dropped that shit too. So I ain't played Assassin's Creed really in a long time. They need to just, make a casual Assassin's Creed game again. One of the old style ones. That's why I still got the Ezio collection. I still play that from time to time. And when I really want to play Assassin's Creed. But other than that, like Ubisoft has a lot of dead franchises over there. And is not looking good because Skull and Bones is coming through and it's probably gonna be another dead one. And I don't even mean that in like the game's bad, because I don't think the game is horrible. But we're gonna get into that. Splatoon 3 is coming out. They have a whole fucking console, a whole fucking Switch getting built for Splatoon 3. I didn't know Splatoon was that big of a fucking deal, bro. But they getting a whole special edition console created for it. It looked fucking magnificent. I was like, damn, that's a nice ass Switch for a fucking Splatoon 3. That shit is gonna be so hype, bro. That shit's gonna be hella hype, probably. Hopefully it's good. I mean, for the Splatoon fans, it's probably gonna be fucking magnificent. But I mean, for me as a casual person that looks over, I played Splatoon a couple times. I mean, I don't get the hype, not that much because I'm bad at it. And I'm not one of those niggas that's not gonna say that, oh, it just not. No, I'm just not good at the fucking game. So I didn't play it enough, and I don't fuck with it. It's fine though, because Splatoon has a big ass fucking community over there. And this special edition console was probably going crazy everywhere in every fucking market. And that's a good ass thing. Another game, so legit, I was on Twitter and there was like this thread going down, and it was like there was people arguing over fucking Lollipop Chainsaw. So look, Lollipop Chainsaw was one of those games that legit you just had to be there and play it to kind of understand what the fuck was going on. And it was a good ass game. It's not bad. It was one of those games that like legit poked fun at so many tropes in the industry, and it was a good ass game. It's getting remade, and a lot of people's like, don't remake this game because they're gonna fucking ruin it. And I mean, I see the side of, I see both sides of this. Cause I see people that's happy for the remake. They can't wait for this game to come back. It's gonna be a fucking hit. Who knows? Because on the other side, people's like, in this ecosystem now, in the way the gaming industry is moving, they're gonna remove everything that game did that people would be offended by nowadays. And I mean, like, they fucking might. But you see THQ Nordic and Destroy All Humans, they kept that bitch almost fucking one for one, bro. That shit is so good. And they made the games playable. And I mean, a lot of people did hate fucking Destroy All Humans when it launched because they're like, oh, he shouldn't be saying things like that. They like, no, this is crypto, bro. He's an alien. This is not human. He don't give no fuck about your feelings, bro. And I understood that. And people need to understand that games need to be like that so people can have that type of uh outlet, because everything's fucking political, everything's family friendly, bro. Nobody's gonna like that shit. Everybody's gonna just throw that shit away, and they're gonna gravitate towards the shit that they like the most. They want to see blood and gore. They want to see all kind of outrageous shit going on in media. They're gonna go find it somewhere else, bro, and everybody's gonna lose out on that. So many gaming companies fall into this mindset that they have to appease the vocal minority. I mean, yeah, to get across. And I'm like, that's kind of sad because a lot of gaming companies fall into that. And there's nothing around it because a lot of them are in media and a lot of them talk a lot of shit and they have a following. And once you have a following and you talk shit about media people, it causes a whole lot of uproar online, bro. And it's gonna be a whole lot of backfiring, a whole lot of counter arguments going on, and it ruins the fun. It ruins the fun of everything. Just like when people were talking down at fucking Sony Santa Monica for not releasing God of War fast enough. Like that shit gets annoying, especially for people creating. They're like, why the fuck we gotta deal with this shit? Like, bro, we just trying to do our goddamn job. Calm down with that bullshit. And I understand that. But Lollipop Chainsaw, hopefully they don't fucking ruin it. Because in back of my mind, I could see there was so many like camera cuts that I know. Cause like Bioware did the same shit. They remade fucking, well, they didn't remake it, but you know they remastered Mass Effect, and they took a whole lot of camera cuts out that they put in the game themselves, that they purposely put in the game themselves. And they were like, "Oh yeah, these wasn't, they didn't mean anything for anything." I'm like, "Y'all put them in the fucking game, bro. Why remove something y'all did because now y'all want to appease people that just came in?" And it's like, no, like you made this fucking game. You should stand on what you made, but they removed all that shit. All the camera angles that they thought like, oh, these are insensitive or whatever the fuck they were saying, these excuses that they made up. They removed them bitches. And I mean, I understand why people see Lollipop Chainsaw and they know the fuck they were doing it. All the fucking upskirting everything, bro. And it's like they might just remove all of that shit. And it's like, is it gonna be the same game if they do? It could be. It could be, but for people that was there at the beginning, it might not live up to what they expect it to be. And then it's gonna flop, it's gonna fail, and then people gonna think Lollipop Chainsaw is trash. And it's not that it's trash. The people that remade the game fucking ruined it, and then people gonna have to just go back and play the old one. And that's the climate of the gaming industry that is annoying. Because this is the time where like remakes and remasters are everywhere. But when you get a remake and they do a shitty job, or a remaster and they do a shitty job, you like, damn, and there's no way for you to go play the original one, especially if you only own a certain platform and you only have like a limited avenue to enjoy gaming. Then it's just fucking ruined, bro. You like, well, shit. Now I just got to play this shit as remake if I want to enjoy something that I enjoyed in the past, and it gets to people. That definitely gets to people. But there's legit nothing else we could do about the remake situation because they're probably gonna keep doing it. Sony championed the fuck out of remakes and remasters, bro. They is gonna keep fucking remaking and remastering that shit. And if they get to keep selling it, they definitely fucking will. And it's looking profitable for them. So I mean, why the fuck not? Microsoft went to the reboot thing. They're rebooting Perfect Dark. They're rebooting uh Fable. They should definitely reboot some Activision games once that goes through. But Activision, speaking of Activision Blizzard, they're under investigation in the UK for like competition things, all this bullshit that they be trying to go through. Like they think Microsoft just gonna become a fucking super giant of gaming if they get Activision Blizzard. When Microsoft is still losing, bro. They have no games this year. Everybody keeps saying that. So when they looking at this, they like Activision is launching one game this year. Microsoft is launching zero games this year. How the fuck is that going to bother competition, bro? Even in the long run, how the fuck is that about to bother competition? But I mean, they have to investigate these things. This is like a big ass deal for a whole lot of markets, not just the fucking Xbox versus PlayStation market, the whole gaming industry as a whole. That is why they're looking at this because they're like, how more powerful can Microsoft be after Activision in the content creation market once this deal is done, and they're trying to figure that out for themselves to come to a conclusion on if they should allow this or not. And I mean, like for everybody and for Game Pass and for all that, I mean, it's not going to be that big a deal because Game Pass is every fucking where. You can get Game Pass on the TV with a controller now. You can get Game Pass on your phone with just your fucking touch controls. They have the cloud gaming on every fucking web browser, even iPhone now. And I mean, if Call of Duty is gonna be in more places than just PlayStation or Nintendo, and they like, all right, there's still how many avenues to get this fucking game? It's not as exclusive as the term suggests. Like when it says like, yeah, it's gonna be on game on platforms where Game Pass is. Game Pass is on every fucking platform, but it's your fucking Sony platform, bro. But your Nintendo platform because they don't want to share the profits of their ecosystem with fucking Microsoft and Xbox. It's understandable. People got to understand that. But I mean, when it comes to Xbox and having exclusive content, they don't have exclusive content because that content is going everywhere. It's going to Steam. It's going to Game Pass on PC. It's going to fucking cloud, phones, web browsers, TV, Xboxes. It's going everywhere. It's gonna be on a fucking Steam Deck eventually. You're gonna be taking that shit on the go. Like there's so many avenues for Game Pass that like when they look at Microsoft and making exclusive content, they can't even put them in the same breath as Sony with exclusive content because their content is only on PlayStation for the most part. Now they're going to PC, but I mean there's always a timeline to them shit streaming to PC. But they're only on the PlayStation platform. That mean they only make the PlayStation platform stronger, quote unquote, I guess, from the exclusive content that they have. But like for Xbox, I mean, they're making money off everybody that wants to play the fucking game. They don't care about exclusive content. I know there's fanboy console warriors that'd love to have Xbox just shut everything down and just only be on the Xbox console. You'll have to buy an Xbox to play this fucking game. But I mean, the big brain picture is to go make your fucking money and shut the fuck up. That is the that is the bottom line to all of this. If Sony's doing that with just a console and then they go to PC later, that's working for them. And Microsoft doing that with this big ass web of gaming is working for them. But when government officials and shit look at this and be like, Microsoft is going to have all this exclusive content, and then you look at it like, how is it exclusive again? What is the term exclusive content even mean now? Because Nintendo has the most exclusive content in the fucking world, bro. Because that shit don't go nowhere else but a Nintendo console, and they make fucking sure of it. And then everybody else is just playing off that exclusive content timely. They have a timed exclusive deal, even for Sony and Sony first party games. Those are timed exclusive now. They're gonna be on PlayStation for a year and then they go on a fucking PC. Or they're gonna be on PlayStation for 2 years and then they go on a fucking PC. There's always a time limit to this shit. And Xbox is like, fuck a time limit, bro. Just drop that shit everywhere and let's make some fucking money. So I don't think they're gonna slow the deal down with all the UK government officials talking about this because Activision games are still gonna be fucking everywhere. They're still gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be playable everywhere. The cloud versions of Call of Duty, I can't wait to see that shit Because if it's fucking good, I'm never downloading a fucking Call of Duty game again. If I can jump into fucking Warzone 2 from the cloud, I'm not downloading a fucking Call of Duty game. They got me fucked up. That shit is outrageously fucking big. It's like 100 and what gigs. Not downloading that shit no more. Stream that shit from the cloud. Microsoft's gonna have a hard time, bro. Because I'm streaming every fucking thing from the cloud that Activision makes. Except probably Diablo 4. Because I'm buying it and I'm downloading that shit and I'm playing it. Hopefully I get to play that shit early. I'm still looking forward to it. Hopefully they hit me with that email eventually. But Diablo 4 is gonna be a fucking hit. And I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of that. But let's get into this Ubisoft shit, bro. Because Skull and Bones, if y'all don't know what Skull and Bones is, Skull and Bones is the Black Flag combat simulator that Ubisoft was promising all their fans back in like 2012. This was a long time ago. So 10 years ago, Ubisoft had Black Flag in development. Not Black Flag. Black Flag already came out. But they had Skull and Bones in development 2012, 10 years ago. They showed the game in 2017. They showed us, hey, y'all love Black Flag Combat so much, we made a fucking multiplayer game out of it. Y'all can PvP each other, PvE the world. It was gonna be great. And everybody's like, damn, Skull and Bones could be kind of good. This is before the pirate gaming market got as saturated as, I mean, it's not even saturated, but it actually caught the fuck on because people start liking pirate shit, especially because Black Flag was just a good ass fucking game. It's not just because of Black Flag. Black Flag was a good ass game. So then Sea of Thieves came. What the fuck is the other one called? Damn, help me out, bro. Fucking, it's a pirate game. It's an MMO pirate game. What the fuck is it called, nigga? Atlas. It's called fucking Atlas, bro. All these big ass mass multiplayer pirate games came out, and everybody waiting on Skull and Bones. Like, where the fuck is it? And Ubisoft delayed that bitch. And then it was gone. Development hell for 4 more years. So 10 years later is now time. And Ubisoft shows Skull and Bones. And everybody's thinking, like, alright, this shit gotta be a fucking hit now. I mean, it's been 10 years, bro. 4 years since it should have came out. What the fuck are they about to show us now? And what they showed was definitely underwhelming as hell, folks. That shit was so underwhelming, bro. I watched the whole live stream and I'm looking at this shit like, I mean, I played a whole lot of Sea of Thieves. Like a whole lot of Sea of Thieves. If my crew was still together, because I got busy as hell, I couldn't fucking play Sea of Thieves as much as I used to. But if I had my crew together still, I would still be playing Sea of Thieves, bro. I would probably be live streaming that shit right now. Because Sea of Thieves is definitely gonna be unmatched when it comes to this pirate game and shit. Because Sea of Thieves is just that fucking good of a game. Even though it's cartoony as hell. Even though it don't have the graphical fidelity of a fucking AAA exclusive game. Sea of Thieves is still probably the best pirate game on the goddamn market. Because you're a fucking pirate, bro. You're a real deal pirate out here doing real deal pirate shit. And Skull and Bones is a shell of that. And if you don't understand, let me break it down for you. When they showed us Skull and Bones, bro, they start off with this extra beautiful CGI cinematic trailer. Everybody looking at this shit like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Why is this? What is this story they're trying to tell? You get shipwrecked, you get isekai or some shit, bro. You're on this random ass pirate island. You wake up, you gotta build a raft, and then you gotta go out there, and it's like, all right, so you do some pirate shit, right? No, they like you make a survival game out of it, and it's like, why are you making a survival game out of a pirate game, bro? Who the fuck told y'all that was a good ass idea? Somebody did in a fucking studio. Somebody came up like, oh, we should make this a fucking resource management game. And it's like, why the fuck would you do that, bro? Pirates don't care about resource management. They take everything they want. No, not in this fucking game. You only take a little of what you fucking want. It's so dumb, bro. They like watered down piratism in a fucking pirate game. And I'm like, y'all did better in Black Flag. Y'all did so much better in fucking Black Flag. Legit, after they talked to the game developers, the game director, whoever the fuck them people were they were talking to on a fake ass pirate shit with the backdrop. I mean, after all of that, they actually show people playing the fucking game. And I made the video right after I watched it, and I had that little screen cap. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all should go watch my video that I put up right after the Sea of Thieves showcase. There was things that I did like about it. I like the little NPCs that was running around creating the ship. I know they can make a lot of money off cosmetics for just the ship alone. That shit's gonna make them a lot of fucking money because it's a live service game. Um, the pet thing, that man had a lemur, bro, and the other dude that was showing he had a cat. That shit was fire, bro. I like that. But I mean, I think Sea of Thieves got pets now too. So I mean, there's not that big of a step up. The game looked fucking good graphically. The water was kind of iffy, but I mean, graphically the game looked fucking good. But then they went into like mission taking, and I'm talking about they were doing some random quest where you got to go like pillage a settlement or something like that. And then that's when the shit got kind of mid tier because he was like equipping all this random shit onto his ship, like armor plates and shit like that to like reinforce the ship, different weapons. I mean, all that customization is good and all. It's all cool. It's all nice and dandy. I enjoyed that. Customization is always good, especially for a game where you want people to be genuinely themselves in the game, having a good time. Then they got into combat, and combat looked at fucking mid, bro. It looked like you were just playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag back in the day. Like they didn't change anything. Any elements of the game added some new weapons, I guess. But I mean, nothing else was different, bro. When you boarded the ship, it was a cutscene, and you can get blown up in the cutscene. When you pillaged the region, it was a cutscene. And I'm like, wait, so when the fuck do you get to be a pirate in this game? I was waiting for that moment where you got to be a pirate in Skull and Bones, bro. And there was never a moment in that whole showcase where you were actually a fucking pirate. I was like, yeah, this game is gonna be fucking ass, nigga. It's gonna be bad. I mean, it's probably not gonna be bad. It's gonna have a pretty sizable fan base. The asking price is too fucking much, so it's probably gonna wait until like Christmas time, and then it might blow up if content creators and shit like that. And they was like, yeah, we looking for feedback for like content creators and stuff like that. But then they turned the comment section off, so then nobody could talk about the fucking game. That was kind of iffy too. But the whole showcase, all the combat sequences they were showing, the pillage and things they were doing, you didn't get to interact with any of it. Not a damn thing. They showed mining, and you were just like somehow mining something off a side of a cliff over there, bro. You didn't even get to touch the fucking minerals yourself. It was just like magically getting absorbed into your shit. And when you like go like take down strongholds and shit, you don't get to rush in the stronghold. You just shoot at the stronghold from the outside and blow it up with fucking cannons and shit. And I'm like, so you don't even get to be a fucking pirate in this game, Ubisoft? Why did you remove the pirate from a pirate game? It's so sad. Like the whole showcase for Skull and Bones was just sad. It was disappointing, especially because I've been playing Sea of Thieves for so long, bro. That like Sea of Thieves, you're actually a fucking pirate. Like yeah, you have a whole ship. You don't have a big ass crew like on that. Like you only have like cannons and shit. They don't have too many weapons. You have a harpoon gun. You have some cannons with. You got special cannonballs. You resource manage the little shit that you have in Sea of Thieves. But Sea of Thieves at its core is a fucking pirate game, not a fucking battleship simulator. You go in the ocean, bro. You fighting wildlife, and I'm talking about big ass sharks and shit everywhere. The fucking kraken comes out and destroy your ship sometimes. The meg is everywhere, bro. They have so many different types of them. Some of them do different shit. The game is fun at that aspect. You can PvE the whole time. You don't got to PvP with niggas, bro. They got plenty of fucking enemies to fight. But then you also get to be a fucking pirate, bro. You swing from your ship, you can board another ship, smack everybody up, steal their ship, steal their treasure, bro. You pick up treasure chests, you dig up shit. Like none of that shit was in Skull and Bones in they reveal trailer, in they whole fucking stream, bro. None of that was in there. I ain't see this man pull out a fucking flintlock pistol, a fucking cutlass sword, nothing, bro. I seen this man holding on to the fucking mat. When they were shooting at his ship, niggas was still bracing, bro. How are you bracing to take less ship damage in a pirate game, bro? You should be steering a fucking way from damage, nigga. You shouldn't be just bracing for damage for a pirate ship. You can't brace for damage on Sea of Thieves. No, you dodge them fucking cannons so your ship don't sink. It was like I was just disappointed the whole way around. Every time they talked about some shit, I'm like, y'all really losing to Sea of Thieves, bro. Y'all had how many more years? Sea of Thieves came out in like what 2015, 2016 or some shit. Fucking Skull and Bones was already in development, bro. It was already in development for years. It's supposed to came out the year later, and it fumbled. It fumbled that bag hard as hell. See if these is finally getting their shit together. They adding a whole lot of shit that should have already been in the game. But the core of Sea of Thieves is still gonna be better than Skull and Bones by a fucking mile, bro. Until you can be a goddamn pirate, not just a whole fucking ship, Skull and Bones is gonna be a trash game, especially in the pirating community. Because like, when the fuck do you get to go hijack somebody else's ship? Like when do you get to go dig up a treasure chest on an island, bro? They said they got treasure hunts and shit like that, but they didn't show none of that. So like, when do you get off your fucking ship and be a pirate outside of fucking sea combat? Cause yeah, you can walk around the one like pirate den. You can walk around pirate dens and talk to people and do missions to upgrade your ship. But I didn't see not one thing where you go buy you a new sword, you go buy a new gun. Even though in Sea of Thieves, all the buying new guns and clothes and shit is all cosmetic. Still, you go buy a new fucking gun. You go buy a blunderbuss. You go buy a fucking a sniper rifle, or you go buy a fucking flintlock pistol. You buy new versions of it. You get new skins for it. Bitches blow skeletons or some shit. Like, all that shit still make you a fucking pirate, bro. Your outfit, nigga, your ship look, your weapons, bro, and the shit that you do on the sea. But in Skull and Bones, there's half of that, bro. You get a nice ass ship, you get big ass ships, lit ass ships. They have different ships to do different types of missions. They're like, you don't want to go and shoot a cannon at a shark. You got to use a little fucking raft or some shit, and you go poke at it with some sticks. I'm like, come on now, bro. Nobody care about that shit in a pirate game. Nobody does. They want to do pirate shit, bro. I was looking forward to them like breaking down a ship. They boarding a ship. Time you go over there with your crew, you beat niggas ass, bro, and you take they shit. You jump back on your ship and you sink they shit. No, there was fucking none of that. There was none of that, and I'm like, that's fucking sad, bro. That is sad. All those fucking cutscenes of your people jumping off your ship onto their ship while you do not a damn thing. I'm like, you're not a fucking pirate, bro. You're not a pirate in this game. This shit's boring. That shit was boring, bro. Hopefully they change it. Hopefully they can change it if they even can add that shit in to let you at least do some shit on your own. Hopefully they just didn't show it at the showcase. They showed some more. They have some more like exciting like secret shit. Who knows? Because what they showed us at that showcase was hot garbage. Was hot fucking garbage. And there's no way around it. Ubisoft really fumbled the bag with Skull and Bones. And it made like me watching the Skull and Bones shit made me just want to go play Sea of Thieves some more. Really made me want to go play Sea of Thieves some more because at least I can pirate in that fucking game. You can go steal food. You can still go steal animals now, nigga. You go. The best part was PvPing and stealing other people's treasure, bro. Boarding niggas ships. Cause you could legit jump off your ship, bro. Go swimming. Have your second in command steer your ship. You're swimming in the ocean, bro. They coming in for an attack. You climb up the back of their ship, blow their ass away. Just blow their ass away. There's many ships where you can take treasure and shit. Oh my gosh, bro. I legit boarded a ship. I wish I was live streaming all this time. Because I boarded nigga ships at Sea of Thieves, bro. Stole their treasure from under deck. Put it on their escape raft, bro. And took off with that bitch. They didn't even know I robbed their ass. Cause I was on one of those little like 2-person rafts at the time. I didn't even have a big ship yet. Come on now, bro. Sea of Thieves got so much in it, and it's a cartoon ass game, bro. If Skull and Bones could have gave us what Sea of Thieves is giving us with a AAA setting like the fucking Indian Ocean, it would have been unmatched. But you see, 10 years of fucking game development didn't teach them a damn thing, bro. And they just reskin the combat from Black Flag and was like, here's the game with some new upgraded graphics, hopefully. And that's it. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking sad, bro. It is hot garbage. It is going to be trash. And it's $70 fucking dollars. We got to get to that price, bro. How the fuck did Ubisoft think they had the right to drop a $70 game That was in a development hell for 4 years, bro. There's no fucking way you should be charging it. This game's supposed to launch 4 years ago, bro. 4 years ago. It ain't like it got delayed for a little bit. Hell nah, bro. It got delayed for like 5 years, I think. And that bitch was a no-show for 3 of those fucking years, bro. And then you come out, you have a fucking live stream, you think the hype is back, and you're like, oh yeah, and we're charging $70, so come get it. Like, no, nigga. No, nigga, you're not getting off with that. The only niggas really getting off with that is 2K because they have a monopoly on basketball. Fucking Madden because they have a monopoly on football. Fucking Call of Duty because they kind of have first person shooters in a headlock right now. And then Sony because they really just want to milk the fuck out their fans. Those are the only people really doing that shit. I mean, Final Fantasy is trying to get over with that shit. And Final Fantasy fans don't fucking care. They're gonna pay that price. I wouldn't fucking pay that price. I'm not one of those people that will. But $70 for Skull and Bones, bro, and that shit looking that trash. Come on now. Come on now. You should have just put it in, and it's a live service game. That means it's gonna be full of microtransactions, bro. Full of that shit. I can see all the cosmetic shit that they're gonna add already, bro. Like they already added that shit to Assassin's Creed. I know there's gonna be the same fucking cosmetic shit they added to fucking Skull and Bones. It's gonna be mid. It's gonna be mid, bro. I mean, Sea of Thieves came out. It was like what, $30, and then they didn't add microtransactions until like 4 years in or 3 years in or some shit like that because they didn't even know what the fuck they were gonna do with the game. But once they start growing, they're like, all right, we need to do something to monetize this bitch. And that's when they start adding shit into the game, more cosmetic shit, because most of the cosmetics you used to have to work hard to earn that shit. You had to get your pirate rank up. You had to get your merchant rank up. You had to get your PvP rank up to get some of this cool shit. Now you can just go buy it from the store, which is probably helping them a lot with adding more updates and shit to the game because they have a whole new revenue stream. But it never changed the game core from it being a pirate game. You can still go rob the fuck out of niggas. They not getting more chests than you because they got new clothes. Like, fuck no, I'm gonna kill you, bro. You gonna be on Davy Jones' locker ship, and I'm gonna be robbing your ass and sinking your shit. You gonna spawn back at whatever outpost you came from, hurting and broke. That's what I need from my new pirate game. And Skull and Bones is not giving that to us. Even when they was fighting in the thing, bro, it was him and his co-worker. They were playing it on PC. Combat looked boring as hell. It looked boring as hell. Mostly because they wasn't doing much. Like one dude had like mortars, he was just mortaring shit. And the other dude had like a flamethrower, he was going around flaming people. I'm like, why ain't y'all firing no cannons, bro? Like, why ain't y'all like doing basic shit? Like they were just doing some outrageous. They didn't even know what the fuck they were doing actually because they didn't build those ships. Oh, dude said it in the live stream. Like, yeah, it's kind of cool when the game development team hook you up with like an OP ass ship. So even though they wasn't even fucking good at the game, they were still dominating because they had this OP ass ship build that they were going off with. And I mean, that's cool, especially for a showcase, but you didn't showcase anything worthwhile. And the game didn't look fucking good. From the show is just so bad. And it's coming in November. Hopefully it's still coming in November. They could easily delay that bitch again because that timestamp thing that I showed did say 2023. They could delay that bitch into next year if they really need more time, and I think they do. But if the core of the game can't change and you're stuck just being a fucking ship in the middle of the water, it's not gonna be worth it for a lot of people. And then when you do play co-op, there's just more ships. There's not more people on your ship. No, there's just more fucking ships. So their pirate crew and your pirate crew is now a pirate crew friendship. There's not You can't have a spotter on your ship. You can't have like a navigator on your ship. You can't be a pirate crew on one ship. You're just a whole lot of niggas in different ships. And I'm like, yeah, bro, this shit gonna be sad. I enjoy Sea of Thieves and my whole crew. I wish I can bring their ass back, but it's been a long time. And just having the whole crew was just so lit, bro. The navigators, bro. The weapon users, the spotters, bro. And then I was the captain. I was steering the ship because I had that fucking wheel. That shit's gone. That shit's gone with Skull and Bones, bro. And that's just kind of sad. But then I think I talked about Skull and Bones too fucking much, bro. I've been talking about Skull and Bones for a while, but that shit definitely like that shit disappointed the fuck out of me, bro. Everybody expected so much from Skull and Bones, and when it been going for so long, I'd rather them just cancel that bitch than to put this shit out. I real deal rather them just cancel the whole fucking project than put out that piece of shit and call it Skull and Bones, bro. And was like, yeah, bro, this is a pirate experience like none before. Like, yeah, we already had that pirate experience, and it was actually better in Black Flag. Actually, a better pirate experience in Black Flag because you're actually a pirate and you had a ship that did pirate shit on the sea. But damn, yeah, that shit was kind of mid. It was kind of yikes. But yeah, another gaming news because fucking Skull and Bones took all my time. There was a rumor, I forget, some insider said it on Twitter that Sony was moving to Google for their cloud gaming shit. And of course, this is just like some baseless fucking rumor out of nowhere. Because why the fuck would Sony leave and go to Google when they built a whole fucking PlayStation Plus system on Azure, bro? Like the whole thing, like PlayStation Now, PlayStation Plus Remastered is all built on Azure, just like fucking Game Pass is. Why the fuck would they be trying to move all of that shit to Google at a time like this, bro? It doesn't make sense. Why the fuck would they remaster that shit and not just completely make a whole fucking new one if they were gonna move to fucking Google? I mean, it could be moving to Google in the future, but right now, like they're still using Azure and they're still booming with Azure. They made a deal with Microsoft years ago, bro, and they're still working it. Everything that they do on Azure is kept with just Sony and PlayStation. Xbox is not getting none of that. But of course, Game Pass and PlayStation Plus is running on the same fucking cloud gaming network. This running on the same fucking cloud server, bro. So where did that fucking rumor come from? I just want to know where he got it from. I don't even know who started it, but I seen like a couple strings of it, and people were talking about, yeah, it's because Google has a better cloud infrastructure than Microsoft, and it's like, then why the fuck did Stadia fall so hard? Like, what are you talking about, bro? But I don't argue with niggas on Twitter. I don't have the time for that, and I don't be on Twitter enough to even have a fucking conversation with somebody. But just the notions that people gave was like, really? Then why the fuck did Sony come to Microsoft? Then they could have went to fucking Google in the first place. Who knows, bro? That's one of those things that you just gotta chalk it up to. You gotta be a dumb fanboy to think some shit like that and to make some shit like that on the internet. But fanboyism is a stain, bro. Is a big ass stain on the gaming industry. But I mean, the tribalism is kind of how gaming industry was built. And then so many gaming companies tried to change that. Sega did, Xbox did. But I mean, Nintendo keep that shit solid, bro. They keep that shit solid. Like you got to be on Nintendo to be with Nintendo. Other than that, like you're not getting it, and it's understandable. There was so much shit going on too. All of those freaking game trailers that came out that were just fucking mid, just hurt my soul so much, bro. It's like nobody has a good fucking game coming. I mean, some of them are debatable. I mean, I'm not just like the one to see all of it and be like, yeah, bro, this is gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a trash game. Like my judgment isn't the only one that should matter to people. Everybody should be judging their own things for themselves. But when I seen fucking Gollum, that shit was mid, bro. When I seen fucking that Square Enix game, bro, the Elysium one, that shit was mid, bro. The 2K trailer was fucking mid, bro. And I'm like, this is all the shit that they're putting out, bro. They don't care about nothing else. This whole, like, every time they announce something new and I see the fucking trailer, I'm like, this shit looks trash. Maybe because Starfield and shit looked fucking good. They showed some good looking fucking games, and then Square Enix comes with this trash. Who the fuck is making the Gollum game? Because that shit looked fucking trash too. I mean, Dark Pictures is coming out with some shit. That shit might be good. Skull and Bones look fucking mid tier. God of War's trailer was actually hella good. I said that already. But I mean, there's not much to look forward to as like new game announcements, especially in this fucking July, bro. It's been kind of trash, kind of mid. RoboCop was just I don't know what the fuck RoboCop was supposed to be. That trailer came out. I watched it. I was kind of hyped because I saw RoboCop. I'm like, they could do a lot of shit with RoboCop, and I think they fumbled the bag hard with that. I think they fumbled the bag harder than that. I think, I think the reveal was just bad. I don't think uh the game is gonna be bad. I think the reveal for the game was just bad. That could be what it is, but I don't know. I don't know because first impressions mean a lot, and that first impression was definitely garbage. Just like Gollum. Oh, Gollum is so bad, bro. His character model is just mid as well. Oh my gosh, that shit's horrible. But I don't think they can. I don't think they can offer anything else, especially right now, bro. Everybody on Xbox is just waiting for more Xbox shit to come out. 'Cause, you know, first party for Xbox is definitely gone. Third party games are looking so trash. And yeah, that shit's out of here. That shit's out of here. But I'm actually gonna go eat something because I haven't yet. So I'm gonna end the stream right here. So thank y'all for watching, like, subscribe if you're new. This is gonna be short. Mostly because of fucking skull and bones, bro. But I mean, I'ma just leave, go eat some. Maybe I come back. I kinda wanna play Sea of Thieves. So I might stream Sea of Thieves. So check that out later. But thank y'all for watching, like, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see y'all in the next one.